Have a guess what? It's one of those really lovely days to do a Q&A. Hello, how are you? Aren't you cheeky? I was tagged by dear Christa from Secret Yarnery to play this 15 non-crochet Q&A game. Now, I can't guarantee you that I won't send in some yarny or crochet answers your way. Now, I'm going to change up question 1 and 15 because music is just not my thing, unless it's a lovely instrumental like the songs that I put on here. My name is Jill and I live in Australia on the east coast, about half the way down. I am 59, turning 60 this year. I've been a Chihuahua mum for a very, very long time. I only have one at the moment. I have 3 adult children, a son and 2 daughters, and 6 beautiful grandchildren who are just my world. I used to be a registered nurse until I had a workplace back injury, a spinal fusion, and the health dilemmas began there. So now I am what you call a spoonie, someone who lives with chronic illness and chronic pain. Before all of that, I used to be an exercise addict. Swimming and the gym was really my thing. So instead of following the black line up and down the pool, I now follow yarn and really enjoy seeing where that will take me. Question number 2 is, what was my dream job? When I was a young girl, I thought I wanted to be an air hostess. As I got a little bit older, I'm thinking marine biology. But then when it came to the crunch, my mother used to always say, if you have a job teaching or nursing, you will never be without work a day. And she was so right. But dear, nursing wasn't good for me and it really ruined my life. So I want to share with you what I really wanted to do. When I was in my mid-20s and even before that, I used to dream of working from home, working alone, and having a cottage industry. Because at that time, pottery was huge and lots of people were having their own pottery business. I was seeing them do the things that I thought I wanted to do. Now, when you crunch the numbers, you soon realise that having a cottage industry like that was not going to pay the bills. So I had to keep nursing. And I kept nursing until I could nurse no more. And funnily enough, through all the injury, through all the surgeries, through everything that has happened, I have found myself here. I finally have my very own cottage industry working from home. It honestly just could not have been any better. So my husband used to always say, be careful what you wish for, Jill. Now, what he meant by that was things might happen as you want them to in the end, but that middle bit, the phase from getting to what you want to achieve, doesn't always work out how you think it will. And that has happened to me in life over and over again. And then you look back and you think, aha, okay, all right, I see what's happened here. Universe, you've helped me reach my goal eventually, but I had to take a lot of hits to get there. So my dream job is what I'm doing now. Number 3, do you have any Quirky Collections? You betcha I do. Not only the yarn behind me, I have always been a collector of shells. Beautiful. The symmetry, the patterns, the variegations in colours. I have always been a collector of stones, but not any stone, stones that mean something to me. They really grab my attention and you can feel something of them, especially the ones that I've brought home from the centre of Australia. I also collect pieces of coral, only dead coral. It's really just a way of me connecting that little bit further with nature when I'm inside. See these beautiful, beautiful patterns. Now, I have one more collection and I would love to know if you're the same. My real quirky collection isn't shells or rocks, it's boxes. I literally can't go past a good box. What is it about boxes? Oh, look, I just love to collect one that I think, now that's a good size. It's sturdy. I can pop a little present in there, wrap it up nice and neat, and no one will know what it is. I also collect boxes so that I can store things in them as well. Like this one up here, this Yeti box. That's a good one. Sturdy and a great shape. See, they have criteria too, which makes it even more bizarre. But this one has rocks in it. Hang on a tick. More rocks from the centre and the inland of Australia. Take a look at this one. It is so beautiful. Look at all those colours. So there's all sorts of things here which I need my boxes for. Number 4 is, what tiny moment in life felt way bigger than it should? Now, this is a really hard one. I can't think of anything just off the top of my head about things that have happened in my life. But what keeps coming back to me from the most recent times is time I spend here with you. The messages, the comments, some of them almost bring a tear to my eye. I actually have shed a tear on the odd occasion. The relationships that we're building, and within that, finding our tribe. Finding my tribe has been something I so wanted so badly all of my life, and it just didn't happen. Now that I've found you all, I know where you are. And also having our thoughts, feelings, emotions and ideas validated by other people who feel the same way. That is a really, really strong emotion that might seem tiny to others, but is a really big thing for us. Question number 5. What are the personality traits that you have always had? Well, hands down, mine's easy. It's my introversion and my sensitivity, and perfectionism too. Though nowadays the perfectionism has gone by the by, I don't have the energy, the strength or the stamina to hold up to the standards that I set for myself. Now, I just want to mention introversion and sensitivity. Lots of you out there are the same. And when we were young, it was taught to us that those qualities were inferior. There was no embracing sensitivity or introversion. If you weren't loud, noisy, getting bigger, getting better, you just weren't good enough. So we were pushed to the outsides of social situations, especially in the classroom at school. So it's not until later on in life that other things happen that make you realise that your sensitivity and your introversion is a wonderful thing, because with those qualities comes a whole lot of other ones that the extroverts don't have, and vice versa. And that's fine too. You just need to go with what you are. You're allowed to be who you are. Question 6 is, what is the most uncanny thing that I am weirdly good at? Again, that was another hard one for me to pick, something that has popped up throughout the length of my life. So the only thing I can think of relates back to the last question, my sensitivity. The things that I can smell that other people can't smell. The things that I can hear that other people can't hear. The one other thing that I'm uncannily good at is noticing differences. This can drive me crazy when I'm watching TV and the continuity is not correct. When I walk into the home of one of my best friend's mums, I said straight away, "You've changed those tiles." And I'm just used to seeing in my mind what was always there 30 years ago. So that's uncanny. It's completely useless. It doesn't really help anything in life, but I'm always pointing out things that I notice that are differences. Number 7, what do I do even though I know better? And that was drinking Pepsi Max. You'll be happy to know that I've actually finally given it up and I'm not missing it at all. But I did used to like having one a day, even though I knew it was really bad for my health. Number 8, what are the most irrational things that annoy me? Well, I'm about to show you just how neurodivergent I am. Where do I start? People that walk behind me too closely, especially in the supermarket. I'll step aside and let them go because it really bothers me. And especially if they don't lift their feet and they drag their thongs along the floor. Honestly, I could just about turn around and swing a punch. It drives me crazy. Other things are too many noises happening at one time. I can't concentrate and I can actually end up in a meltdown if there's a few conversations going and music going over the top. It drives me insane. So again, it's my poor old sensitive nervous system. I just can't hack the modern life. Very strong and what is to me repulsive perfumes really affects me. It makes me feel physically ill in the stomach. So as soon as I get a waft, I do a wide berth around that person that I would normally walk past if I wasn't who I am. Another thing that affects me irrationally, well, it's not irrational to me, is being misunderstood. I really hate when people think I'm something that I'm not, or vice versa. I just feel like it's been a lifetime of being misunderstood and having to continually explain myself, but no more. I'm not explaining myself anymore because I finally arrived at the age of 60. It had to happen sometime, didn't it? So I'm in my last quarter and I am here. What type of chaos do I secretly enjoy? That's number 9. Well, just like everybody else, the things that happen on TV shows. You know, for example, Beth on Yellowstone. Oh man, she gets herself into trouble, and sometimes you're watching it and you're thinking, I almost need to look away at just how far she digs herself into a hole. She always looks like the wreck of the Hesperus. She's crazy, and yet I love her so. Number 10. What part of the day do I secretly love? Oh my goodness, that's a nice easy one. It's late at night and early in the morning because everyone has gone to bed and there's less noise and stimulation going on. I love the peace, the quiet, and all you can hear is the late night and the early morning call from the kookaburras. That really makes me feel so good inside. How do I explain that? I love the quiet times. I do my best thinking in the quiet times because my poor brain doesn't have to try and drown out everything else that's going on around me in life. So late nights, but preferably the early morning, with a nice cup of tea, and even more so when it's beautiful, cool, dry weather. Number 11, what instantly makes you feel better? Chocolate. It's always chocolate. Chocolate fixes so many things. When you're having a day where you're feeling exhausted and overwhelmed, have some chocolate. When I'm in a very high pain day, have some chocolate. Because you know what? The cocoa in the chocolate actually helps to increase the amount of serotonin in your body. Now, serotonin is called your happy hormone, because that is what helps us feel in a better mood. So, good old chocolate. There's one more thing that comes in second to chocolate, and it is the good old cup of tea and a lie down. Do you remember any of your grandparents saying, "I'm just going to have a Bex and a lie down"? Well, that's what it's like for me. When I'm done, by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I need a tea, a painkiller and a lie down, just to get over what I've done from the morning, and then I have a big rest and I feel a whole lot better. Question 12 and 13 pretty much combine themselves to be the same for me. 12 is, what's a decision that you made that turned out better than expected? And 13 is, what's something that you said yes to that you almost didn't? Now, it's not a ball-breaking answer, I'm really sorry, but I nearly didn't say yes to going onto Instagram. And I look back now to see what I would have missed out on if I hadn't joined up. Oh my goodness, that was one of those things I needed to not overthink and not just listen to what everyone says, because back then it was like, oh, Instagram's only for selfies type people. And I thought, oh, okay, why would I be on there? Yet these other ladies were telling me to get on there. Lucky I did. So that's really the answer to number 13. Number 12 is, what was the decision that turned out way better than expected? You know what I'm going to say. It's being here on YouTube with you. It filled all the needs that I had and I was looking for. It has been even better than what I was looking for. How can I explain that to you? I think I may already have done in many of our videos gone by. I love being here with you. I've found my tribe. I'm so happy. Being here has helped me get back to closer to being my old self. Have you noticed I've started wearing my flower again? I went looking for my orange flower today to wear with this dress. I couldn't find it. I must have thrown it away, and all I kept was one. I used to always love wearing a matching flower in my hair, and you guys have helped me come back closer to the person I used to be before life and health and everything chewed me up and spat me out. So being here definitely is better than I expected. And I'm sure there's more to come. You know what? I think we might crochet a few flowers that we can wear in our hair, because instead of going and buying more, I'll just use what I've got here, and we'll have to make some, won't we? Number 14, if my personality was a room, what would it look like? Now, I may not present the way that I feel on the inside. I don't know, because if my personality was a room, I've got a photo for you, I would want it to have all sorts of browns, timber, as well as a soft fabric lounge with blankets with lots of texture. I'll pop a picture here and you'll see what I mean. Does that seem like me to you? It possibly doesn't, because look what I'm wearing. But I love my browns. Number 15 is, if my life had a theme song, what would it be? I absolutely do not know, because like I said, I don't do music. So I'm changing this question to, if my life could be like someone else's, who would that be? And my answer is Sarah. Sarah's YouTube channel is called It Is a Sarah, and she's an absolute delight to watch. Now, Sarah lives in the Netherlands, so a nice cool climate. She loves the cool and she dislikes the heat, just like I do. Sarah's favourite colour is brown, just like mine. She also uses brown as the base colour to most of her projects, and they are gorgeous. She also uses the most beautiful rustic yarn. Now, I'm thinking that up there in the Netherlands, the hand-dyed or the real wool yarn that she uses must be more economical than it is here because she uses it for every single project. I've not seen an acrylic project yet. Sarah makes her own clothes and is able to wear one of her own makes just about every day of the year. She lives in a home that has lovely timber floors. It has warm and calming colours and textures with her crochet and knitted makes. So if I was ever able to swap my life with someone, it would be with Sarah from the Netherlands. In the meantime, we have to make the most of what we have here. After those 15 questions, I'm wondering if there is anything there that you've been able to nod your head yes with in agreement. Let me know in the comments. I love to know when people think similar things to what I do. Now, I tag everyone in this game. Anyone can play if you would like. But officially, I need to tag 3 people. I'm going to tag Gary from Urban Yarn, Deb from Deb's Artsy Life, and Tracey from Tracey's Crochet. I really look forward to seeing anyone else who plays this game because I would love to get to know you a whole lot more. I'm sending out a whole lot of yarny love to everyone and hope that you have a really fun yarny day. I will see you again really soon. So till then, bye for now. Bye.